the video, make sure you guys click the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell for daily uploads. Welcome back to Chelsea News TV, and today we're going to first look at Real Madrid dealing Chelsea major transfer blow as Florentino Perez makes deadline day move, and then we're going to look at Chelsea likelihood of Saul Niguez deadline day transfer of the Marino Granovskaya talks. So the first transfer headline states that Real Madrid deal Chelsea major transfer blow as Florentino Perez makes deadline day move. So the reports are stating that Real Madrid could scupper Chelsea's plans as the transfer deadline day edges closer. Real Madrid president Florentino Perez could be about to hijack Chelsea's transfer plans by signing Jules Kounde from Sevilla. The defender has been strongly linked with the move to the Blues all summer. Kounde seems to be a wanted man, and Chelsea have been trying to agree a deal to take the player to West London. Blues boss Thomas Tuchel favours a five-man defence, with ball-playing centre-backs key to his system, and Jules Kounde could be the man to fit the bill as Chelsea launch an assault on the Premier League title. The Stamford Bridge side are apparently keen to do a swap deal to bring Sevilla's asking price for Jules Kounde down, but the Spanish side want Chelsea to pay the player's full release clause. Negotiations are ongoing, but according to Spanish outlet Onda Cero, Perez's Real could be about to jump in at the 11th hour. This summer, Real have lost influential defenders Sergio Ramos and Rafael Varane, who have both been mainstays in their side for years. Sergio Ramos eventually ended up at Paris Saint-Germain after being allowed to depart the Bernabeu for free at the end of his contract, while Varane was sold to Manchester United for £34 million. Carlo Ancelotti's side have, however, signed David Alaba from Bayern Munich this summer, and the Austrian international has played in all three of Real's opening games. Jules Kounde, meanwhile, played in Sevilla's opening two La Liga games of the season as his side produced back-to-back victories against Rayo Vallecano and Getafe. But he was left out of the squad for Saturday's draw with Elche as speculation around his future intensifies. Despite the latest reports, Sevilla sporting director Monchi admits Chelsea are the club who have been attempting to land the player. The only written formal offer from Chelsea came last Wednesday around 5 PM. Monchi said this week, "We weren't satisfied with the offer and it was linked to Chelsea selling a player. It was a decent fee, but it didn't meet our criteria. We haven't spoken with Chelsea since Friday night. We all decided that it was best Jules didn't travel to Elche. It's normal for players to be affected by any news of any kind." Monchi also rubbish claims that Kounde's release clause has increased in the latter part of the transfer window. Reports in Diario AS suggested that clubs will be now forced to shell out £77 million for Jules Kounde rather than £68 million. Kounde's clause never went up to €90 million, Monchi added. It has always been €80 million. So it looks like Chelsea are going to deal a major transfer blow as Real Madrid and Florentino Perez's Real Madrid makes deadline day move. So Real Madrid have a perfect opportunity to scupper Chelsea's plans, because whoever pays the release clause of Sevilla gets the player. They don't even need to talk with Sevilla with negotiations, as it's just the transfer fee that has to be paid, the release clause, and they can do this directly via La Liga. And this could mean that Chelsea might have to pay the release clause for Kounde. So this likely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Chelsea likelihood of Saul Niguez deadline day transfer of the Marino Granovskaya talks. So the reports are stating that Chelsea chief Marino Granovskaya has been trying to sign Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid. Chelsea unlikely to sign Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid despite Marino Granovskaya being locked in talks with Atletico Madrid, it has been claimed. However, they're still eyeing one last arrival and they haven't given up on Jules Kounde as the deadline creeps closer. Chelsea have until 11 PM tonight to add to their squad. Romelu Lukaku has been their marquee signing with the summer so far, with the Belgium international moving from Inter Milan in a huge £98 million deal, but Chelsea want more. They have been trying to sign Kounde from Sevilla over the past few weeks and have even sold Kurt Zouma to West Ham to free up space. And the Blues are also admirers of Saul, with Atletico Madrid open to letting the Spain international leave. However, Fabrizio Romano has now provided an update on the deals for the pair. And while Chelsea will make one last attempt to sign Kounde, it stated the deal for Saul has now been completely booked. Chelsea had a complicated and tense day for Jules Kounde's negotiations with Sevilla. He said on Twitter, "They were on the verge of collapsing many times, but today Chelsea will try again with final approach. Sevilla are so strong in their position, Saul deal now completely blocked." Would Chelsea set to miss out on Saul? It now seems like Thomas Tuchel will have to be content with his current midfield options. However, it's understood Ruben Loftus-Cheek may leave the club before the transfer window slams shut at 11 PM tonight. Speaking after their draw with Liverpool on Sunday, Tuchel admitted all eyes are open when it comes to potential signings. "We still have some ideas and we are trying," he said. "And not all decisions are taken regarding also our squad. There are some negotiations going on and we are aware of all the situations. But also I'm happy with the squad as it is and I have a lot of confidence we are absolutely competitive on a high level. But all eyes are open, we are aware of all situations and you never know in football." That's after Tuchel previously admitted he wasn't entirely happy with the size of his Chelsea squad. "I am absolutely happy with our squad and the alternatives we have," he says. "It's not too big a squad. We were missing Christian Pulisic today and that meant everyone else was in the squad. That means we don't maybe have the biggest squad, but that we have a very competitive squad in all positions." So it looks like Chelsea likelihood of Saul Niguez deadline day transfer after Marino Granovskia transfer talks. But there are different things stating in different positions. Some are saying that Saul is nearly sorted and some people are saying that Saul is not done at the moment. But when it comes to Saul, that's a great midfielder. Marino Granovskia is doing everything she can to try and convince Saul, which is a sticking point, the fact that is he going to be given game time, and she's giving all she can to persuade him that he will be a starter and a definite player for Chelsea. And when it comes to Chelsea, and especially Marina Granovskia, they have two deals that they really wanted. We've been talking about this all summer with Kounde and Saul Niguez, and if they can get any of the two deals, it will be a good bit of transfer business by Thomas Tuchel as he looks to boost his squad. So we will have to wait and see how Chelsea will use the summer transfer window in the end, and make sure you smash the like button to see if we can reach 20 likes. Also hit the subscribe button for more daily Chelsea news videos. Comment below if you think these are good transfer deals and click one of the latest videos on the screen and I'll see you there.